everyone, so you're about to see my series of videos that I prepared last week. I'm in my kitchen so you can hear the echo, but I thought I'd better continue on because I worked on this series in my kitchen all last week. So you're about to see my series showing some Arteza products, and the next video that will be attached to this you will see when I first received the products. And through my excitement, I didn't explain and I didn't have a clear idea yet what I was going to do. So I thought I should attach this introductory video to explain better. So I've got a whole series of videos. I've just got to finish them off, but I can do that when I start posting the first videos. Showing you all these really fun things that you can do with their products, not just regular like go and paint a flower or sew a Christmas ornament or something like that. So I had a lot of fun with these things and will continue using them. And also each time I post a video, this is very important, there's going to be a discount code, 10% discount code that's valid until the 15th of November. And then that you can use when you want to purchase anything. There will be links to the UK Arteza website and the US Arteza website. So if you're in the Asia Pacific area, probably better to go to the US website. And then also there will be links to the products that I used, and you can apply your discount code to any of those links. And just a disclaimer, I am a member of their affiliate program, so I do receive a small commission on anything you purchase through those links, but there's no extra cost to you. And there's going to be a lot of fun projects, I'm warning you. My videos are going to be as haphazard as usual, but I hope you enjoy them in the true Roxy Creations Rachel style. Very bodgy videos, but a lot of fun. So I'm going to let you get started, and I'm going to sign off and attach this at the beginning of my video. And I think I mentioned under every video in the description box will be all of the links. So I hope you enjoyed the series. It's going to be quite long because I had so many ideas, and I could probably still do more. I might still do more things with the products, and you'll see me using the things throughout the weeks as well that I created because I just love them. So I hope you enjoy it, and thank you for sticking around with me and putting up with me, and I will be back soon. Bye. Hi everyone, I hope you are well. I've been today is I just wanted to show you I've been asked by Arteza to try out some of their products and do a video, and that's to me is just a huge honor. I just can't believe that they asked me to do that, but I'm very happy to have a go with some of their products. So I'm just going to show you first off what I got, and then I'll attach another video where we will have a play with their goodies. So I'm just working, I've got a few ideas in my head. I just need to elaborate them a little bit further, and then we can get on with them. So why don't I just start with the mat. Of course I got the mat. Being a sewer and a crafter, this is one of their self-healing mat. It's very nice. It's a great color, and also this side is inches, and then the other side is also inches. Oh, okay. So the other side is also inches. I thought the other side was centimeters, but I hadn't had a look. Yeah, so it's a different color. I actually like that color. Yeah, I like that color more because it's not as bright. And then the other thing I asked for was it's kind of like a quilter's ruler, but you can use it for anything, and it's really great. I'll show you how you use it. And this one is fabulous. It's got these little circles that you put on the underside of the ruler, and so when you put it down it doesn't slip, because my quilter's ruler that I have at the moment, this one, it slips all the time. So yeah, I'm really thrilled to have that. So we'll give that a go. I haven't opened it yet, but it just arrived, but we'll give that a go as well. I'll show you how I use my ruler. And then the next thing they sent me, just put that there, is this huge felt pack. It's 50 sheets of felt fabric, and there are 40 vibrant colors, 4 fluorescent colors, 4 glitter colors, and 2 metallic colors. I can't tell you the range of colors that are in there, and I do have some ideas. It's quite a thick, robust felt. I'll just pull, this is one of the, here are the 4, let's pull out the 4 fluorescent. I think my sister will be going bananas about those. She loves fluorescent, fluoro. So they're the fluorescent ones, and it's quite a thick, strong felt. So you can do plenty with these. I've got a few ideas, and I'll just show you the range. Look at the colors. I mean, obviously fluoro is not for everybody, but you know, if you're doing also crafting with kids, fluoro is great. Depends what you're making. And then now that one's really stiff. That's red, and then the green. So there's some stiffer ones, and then there's some softer ones as well. But they're going to be great. There's some great uses. Really nice. Then there's some really nice. So there's some stronger colors, the bright colors for those who love brights, and then there's a huge range of the softer colors. Look at those. So it's a really, really, oh, and then there are 2 also. There's a couple of glitters, so great for Christmas. Oh yes, plum glitter. Was that black? I can't tell. It's reflecting. I think that's black. And then there's this one. Oh, look at that. And then maybe this one is a glitter. Yes, the red. And then you've got a gold and a silver as well. And they're interesting. They could be interesting. Yeah, I've got some ideas for those. I'm not going to tell you those yet. We'll get onto that. So that's those. And then I had asked for the fabric paints. However, let's just open these. They are out of stock at the moment. However, I'm going to use these, I think, in a similar way as to how I would have used the fabric paints. So we'll see about that. But I wanted to open them and just, I haven't, sorry about the noise. Just bear with me a second. This is very exciting. Lulu, do you want to come and see the colours? This box arrived a few days ago. Lulu's been eyeing it off every day. When can we open it? When can we open it? When can we open it? Here it comes, Lulu. Oh wait, first of all, let's see. Let's tell the details. 60 acrylic colours. 22 mil. Okay, the tubes. And this is the range of colours here. So let me just lift that up closer to you. Don't peek under, Lulu. So that, look at these are all the, look at the colour range. Fantastic. Just amazing. So, oh my word. How pretty are they? They're just so pretty. I just want to look at them.
Aesthetically pleasing.
Very aesthetically pleasing. And oh, and they come out in little trays like this. That's so cool. So you just sort of lay them out when whatever you want to use. Oh, I'm so excited. I've never been. I love packaging. You just won me over with the packaging. But we'll have to try out the product. Oh my gosh. Now when I did my 10 crafty questions, I said there were types of yellows that I like. I love all of those.
That's not yellow.
Well, it's orange yellow. Mars orange. Indian yellow, Naples yellow. Yeah, I love all of those. And I mean, I like all of those as well, pretty much. So maybe I do like yellow. Depends what colour they come out in the tube. But look, don't you love the way they are organised in trays of colour?
Like that.
It's fantastic. And I love all those reds. Yeah.
Good
yeah.
range.
Oh, cochineal red. That's a really nice red. Really nice range. Oh, there's even more reds, you see. This is fabulous. Fabulous, fabulous. And as I said, I will be back. First of all, what we'll do is we'll try them out. See, you know.
Look at all the purples.
I know. Oh, look at the purples.
Oh,
So just with the packaging,
I like
I've been won over.
those.
I love the packaging. Packaging is the best. Love that. And then let's get the last ones out. So, I mean, love raw umber. Burnt umber is great. Great colours. Yummy, yummy. And oh, here we go. Mars black. Here's all the blacks. We've got grey, cold grey, silver, Mars Black. Oh, Van Dyke Brown. I love and Payne's Grey. Payne's Grey is fabulous. And Van Dyke Brown is really good too. So, just amazing. So I can't wait to
I'll go back to do
you're going to go and do your homework, Lulu?
Bye, guys.
I can't wait to have a go at these, guys. So I'm just in love with these. Wonderful. And I am not, well, I did say that I did used to paint, but I would never do a painting on a video because, no, that would be embarrassing. However, I do have some ideas with these, so this will be fun. Hopefully it'll be fun and not a disaster. But aren't they wonderful? Look at all the colours. I just love them. Oh, my word. Okay, right. Well, if you like paints, wait till we see when I've tried them out, and then you can decide what you think. What I might do is when I work with these, I want to protect my new nice mat. Don't want it to become like my green mat underneath. I'll put some paper over the top. That's what I'll do. So yes, so there we go. So I will be back. I might go on their websites and see the prices for you, because I think their prices are very competitive, and of course I'll put the links below, and then we'll also I don't know if I'll be able to put all of this in one video. I might have to do more than one video to show all of this stuff, but we'll see what happens. So I'll be back soon. Bye. Okay guys, before we start painting with the Arteza paints, we're going to draw up a color chart sheet. Now I want to show you how you do it, and I'll show you mine, and that's what we're going to be doing in the next video, this, okay? Because and I've said it in the next video that I've already done that video, but this is before that video, just to confuse everybody. A color chart sheet is a good way to understand the workings of the colors. Now, I could use my mat to do this if I wanted to. So for example, I'm going to have a 1/2 inch border, and so I could just line up my mat like this. Get out of my way. Line up that like that, and then do it. But I'm actually going to use my ruler to do it. So I want a 1/2 inch border around, as I said. So what I do is I line up my dots to the edge of the paper. Am I on screen? Yes. And draw a very light line. Okay, so I'm having a 1/2 inch there, and then I need a 1/2 inch here. It's probably easier. Oh, and I also put on these little dot things that they provide with their ruler, and so it does not slip. It's fantastic. Okay, so that's that, and I won't do my top and bottom yet till we see how far we go. Now each square is going to be 3/4 of an inch, so that's that yellow line here. I'm lining up this line on top of this line, and that's my 3/4. Wait, where is it? And each color grouping is going to be 5 squares I need. So that's 1. I haven't got squares yet because I haven't done my vertical lines. 2. I've done things backwards. I've already started painting the other one in. I've already done that video. But then I thought I should show you how to draw this up. So it's just 3/4. I mean, you can work it out, whatever your paper is. I'm also doing it on a 220 GSM. It's like a sort of, it's not even mixed media sort of paper. It's just a artist sketching sort of paper. So that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I'm going to leave just a teeny tiny space in between. I can't leave 1/2 inch because otherwise my calculations won't work out, but I'll draw my line right across there. And then I'm going to continue on doing my 3/4 of an inch down. Doesn't take too long, especially with a ruler like this. This kind of thing is really fast because you don't have to go and put your little notches and then draw your lines. You just put it on your line. Hopefully I'm going straight. That is hope. That's what I hope. And you could of course do this on a bigger piece of paper and get more on there, like an A3 piece of paper would be great, but then you'd have to store it. So that's why I chose to do it. And basically they're sort of color studies. You can, oops, see, I've done a mistake there, so I need to get my eraser. Wasn't paying attention. Okay. Put it on the wrong yellow line. That's it there. There we go. And then my next one, I better count how many I've got. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, what a goose. Just want to put a teeny tiny, what I'm doing is just to get my little gap, I'm lining it up with these little notches here. And that's what I love about these rulers is you just, whether it be for sewing, you just, you know, line it up on your line or your edge of your paper, and you go, in theory, you go straight. In theory, that's the theory. Okay. Nearly there, and then we'll do the other way. That doesn't look very straight to me, but anyway, I've gone crooked somewhere. Okay, so now I've got to do 3/4 the other way, and we've only got 3 squares in each grouping. So 1, always lining up my 3/4 on my drawn line. 2, 3. Then I'm going to leave a 1/2 inch space, and then I'll start my next grouping. Two and 3. Let's double check before we go any further. So 1, 2, 3. Yes. So then again another 1/2. Okay, and then 3/4. These are the best rulers. I love them. And I do have my other quilters one, but all the colours, all the numbers have come off. So I'll put that there. I don't know. I normally would stand up for measuring so I could see better if I was on the line, but it's just for me, just to play around with the colours. So it's really not the end of the world. And then I will just do that so I don't have to go right to the edge of the paper with the paint. There we go. It's not perfectly straight, but who cares? Right. So basically what I'm going to do, I didn't put any, I need to bring, so just so I can see better my grouping, I just need to bring these lines across. And then here, no, I want that line up there and that up there. I've done it again. That up there. Okay, so here, it's pretty hard for you to tell. We're going to do you do the solid colour, a little bit more water in it, and then a lot of water in it. So it goes from dark to light, and then so you'll have your colour that you're testing up here. Then you'll have your colour that you're going to mix it with down here. So just say here you have Payne's Grey, and here you have yellow ochre, and you'll do the same thing with the yellow ochre, and then slowly you'll change your colours. You start with, always put the darker colour, I think, into the lighter colour, And so you put a little bit of Payne's Grey into the yellow ochre, and then you do the same thing here. The colour that you get with a bit more water and even more water, then you add a bit more Payne's Grey to the colour that you mixed before, and then you do the same again, and more Payne's Grey to the colour that you mixed before, and then you'll get your darker colour. So we're going to do that in the next video, but that's how I created the colour chart. So I want to rub out these lines here, because you'll see in the next video what you do here is you put the initials, or you can actually write it, the colours that you're using. So for example, here you'd put PG for Payne's Grey, and here, or you can write it Payne's Grey, and down here you'd write yellow ochre, and then you do Payne's, and this might be all studies of Payne's Grey, mixing it with different colours. You might do Payne's Grey and vermilion red, Payne's Grey and crimson, Payne's Grey and phthalo green, Payne's Grey and, I'm just trying to think of the colours, different types of colours, cayenne blue, you know. So you do a mix of, you do a study of the colours and how they mix together, and how they look when you add more water. What effect do you get? Oops. So that's why I'm rubbing out those lines, because that also tells me that's the end, that's my little segment there of my colour mixing. Okay, so that's, I'm going to end off this video, and then I'm going to attach it to the next video where I actually do some of the painting. So that's how I created my little colour. Oh no, look at that. Oh, what a goose. I got 4 there. Oh well, you can do even more shades. I don't need 4. How did I get 4 there and not 4 in the other one? Don't know. Well, I'll just rub that out. I don't need that. I must have done less space somewhere, because my other one doesn't have that anyway. Well, that's the end of my grouping there, so I don't need any of this here. This is extra. There's no need to do 4. We'll just do 3. So if I rub that out, I know that I don't need to do anything there. Okay, so that's my little testing chart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's, I don't need any of that down there either. Good, because I don't want to paint right down to the bottom. And the reason why I'm rubbing out my lines is so that when I go to put my colours, I don't forget. So these are my little boxes here. And I could even, if I'm really fussy, rub that out as well. That way they're totally separated from each other. I'll draw that line again. I'm not too concerned about it's going to become messy when I paint it anyway. Okay, so there we go. You can see my little blocks of colour here. Right, so in the next video, as I said, we'll get on and test out some colours. So thank you for watching. Bye. Hi guys, so it's Rachel here. The first part of showing the Arteza paints, I think, especially if you're not a painter like me, is to just test out some of the colours and see what happens with them. And it's a really fun thing to do. I think I've got the wrong paintbrush. Just a sec. Oh dear. I like this one. I'm going to use this one here. I just have synthetic brushes. So I made this little grid here, and actually I should show you. Actually, I'll do that in a separate video. I'm going to join all these videos together, so I'll show that, and that will come before this video, how I made this grid. Now this is a really fun, relaxing thing to do and not stressful at all. So I'm going to choose one color to start off with, and I think it's going to be or Payne's Grey or Prussian Blue, because they're 2 of my favorite colors. I'll just pull them all out. Okay, so lots of watercolor painters do this sort of thing. I'm going to actually I love the fact that these paints are in these trays, because you can pull them out and put the box aside, and then it's much easier to see what's going on. So here's my Prussian brew. Prussian brew. We'll get that out, and I've got so many ideas, things going on in my head for these paints that I've told Arteza I'll have to do more than one video because it's too much fun. So I'm going to put PR here for Prussian blue, and I'm going to put some in my, I've just put some straw paper underneath too, because I don't want to dirty my nice new mat, do I? I probably will dirty it, knowing me. And I've got some, paper towel here, and my paintbrush, and what else? Can you see? Am I on screen? I think so, yes, because I keep changing my setup a little bit between using the iPad and the telephone. So I'll just put that there. And what I'm going to do is do a fairly opaque, I shouldn't be painting in my nice jumper either. Anyway, I'm only going to do, Madam's listening to me. She said, careful, you might dirty yourself. I'm not liking this brush. I'm making a mess already. Making a mess. I'm very good at making a mess. Okay, I don't like that. I think I'll use my is this a Filibert or Filbert? I think it's a Filbert. I always call them Filiberts. So that's the opaque colour. I haven't painted it very well. I probably should do a little bit of a better job. They're very opaque. There we go. And then to the right, we're going to put more water in and see what happens. So I'm just adding some water here. So you can, it kind of, I think this is a good thing to do, especially for those of us who are not particularly painters. Like, we like to dabble in things, but we don't consider ourselves painters. It's just a good way for you to get a handle on the colours and know better how they're going to turn out. So I've added more water here, and I think I started saying many watercolor artists do this. I've done this with watercolors too, just so it's just a good way to know how the colors work. Okay, and then you decide, okay, what do I want to mix? What colors would I like to see mixed with this? So you choose another color. So let's say let's go to the yellows. Actually, I might do a green. I might choose a green. I might not choose a, I might choose emerald green. Let's choose emerald green and see what happens. See what colors we get. And so basically, what you can do, like this whole page here could all be Prussian blue mixed with other colors. So for example, yes, I'm going to do more. I'm going to do Prussian blue here. So I'll put, so Prussian blue, I've got my solid, and then so you just do it again. So I want my more opaque color. Whoops, got big gloopy. So I might like to see my Prussian blue with something else, you see. So I'll color that one in. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I've made a big boo-boo. I didn't leave a space between these, but it doesn't matter. It's just for me. It's just to play with the colors. So there's my dark, and I'll do my dark here as well. Okay. I'm not going to do this whole sheet. It would take forever, but it's very relaxing, fun thing to do. And then I'm going to add more water. Not too much more water, just a bit, to get my lighter shade. A bit more. Okay. Or maybe this was meant to be mixed with something else, I don't know. No, I think you're meant to have your pure colour. Anyway, I'm going to do my pure colour. And in theory, you're supposed to leave a space between So this is my space here, and then you're supposed to leave a space there. So my next one, I'll try and remember that. But it's not the end of the world if you don't. I mean, we're not professionals here. We all know that. This is just like colouring in, really, isn't it? So yeah, I did think this was a good way to start with these paints, was to show this, because then it will give me too more confidence. Sorry, I probably should have had 2 things of water, because now my water is really blue. See, I'm not very good at this. It just will give me more confidence when I'm using the paints for my projects. Right, so this is emerald green, so I'm going to write E, and I'll just put GR just to remind myself, because I'm a bit of a ding-dong and I won't remember. Okay, and now I'm only oh, look how opaque that is. Oh, what a nice colour. So again, with the green, being careful, I don't want to mix in that one. See, that's why you meant to leave a space, and I didn't. I forgot. I got too excited. So you paint that. Then now I've got to add, see, it would help if I had clean water, because the blue water might affect what's going on. And I've squirted out way too much paint, way too much. What a waste. I need some more water. Okay, and you do your lighter colour. Need more water. Maybe I should take a bit of paint off my brush too. So this is showing you the effect of just watering it down too, of what happens. Okay, and then I need even more water in that bit there, and I've got my lighter. Now, the next trick is to add a little bit of Prussian blue to the green. Oh, I heard something buzzing. That's too much. I've added too much. I think oh yes, I've got a stink bug. Oh well, I'll have to get that afterwards. Ew. Lulu goes banana. She had one crawling on her arm the other day. I've added too much, so I'll bring the green over here. Let's bring the green over here. There we go. We've got a little bit of Prussian blue in there. And then you paint it here. And with that same colour, you then add more water and do the same as before. Now I am a little bit messy here. I'd love it if it was lovely and neat, but that's not to be. I do have a lot of paint on my brush. Okay, let's just take some paint off. Oh, it's very nice. Because in your mind, how do you know what's going to happen here with these colours when you mix them when you're doing a project? You'll spend all your time, got too much paint, trying to figure it out. So that's just with a bit more water in there. I thought I heard something buzz before. It was one of those stinky winky bugs. The thing is, you just don't squeeze. If you squash them, they smell. Oh, will you stop buzzing around, you silly goose? Sounds like a bee. Zzz. Okay, I hope I haven't got my head in the video. I just realised. Okay, so that's just a little bit of Prussian blue, and then we'll put a little bit more. Just tap it in there. And a little bit more, I think. There we go. That's not, oh, isn't that lovely? I mean, and you could do these forever. There's just endless possibilities. And then we need to do more water. Bring it over here. That might be better if I bring it over there. Okay, and a bit more water over here. So you can see the effect of it. Great. And then a bit more blue is going in there to see what happens. A bit more. Okay, that should be enough. Oh, I do like doing this sort of stuff, it's fun. I wish I was just a bit neater, that's all. How nice is that? So at the two extremes you've got your pure colour and then a bit more water, and then you're shading up from one colour or down from one colour to the other. So you could do it the opposite way. You could add just a little bit of the green to the blue, and then you could do it the other way. So I know that if I add just a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more, these are the colours I get. If I add more water and more water, then that's what's going to happen. Okay, so what about if we try something else? I'm going to try a red. So I haven't cleaned, oops, told you I dirtied my mat. Here we go. What red will I add? Oh dearie me, I've already dirtied my mat. Okay, so let's get a regular sort of red. Here we go. Maybe a vermilion red. So what I need to do is put my red down here. I think I'll still use my blue there, or maybe I better put a bit more out. No, it shouldn't be too contaminated. It might be contaminated. I better put a bit more blue over here. Okay. Try not to waste the colours. So give my brush a good wash because it's probably full of those colours I've been using. Just going to put that like that, just so it's a bit thicker and I'm a bit nervous about getting it on my mat. Okay, so, oh, I've got to write it down. What's this? Vermilion. I'll write there, just so I remember. And this is the solid. Am I on screen? Yes. So this is my solid. It also helps you see the how opaque they are, or not, or how transparent I should say. Not translucent, transparent. Give that, oh, I didn't mean to, I shouldn't have washed it. What a goose. I need to add water, that's what I had to do. Adding water. Okay. A bit more water. It's better. So it does cover very well, this colour. Very, very well. And even more water. And my water is a bit dirty. It's probably advisable after each time go and change your water. There we go. So now I'm taking some of my red here, my vermilion, and just a touch of blue. Was that too big a touch? Maybe a bit more red. That's why I moved it over there, just in case you make a mistake. I thought purple was going to come out. Isn't that interesting? Purple did not come out of that. Okay, more water. Let's just get some paint off there. I like this colour though. It's a nice brown, reddy brown. And even more water. Okay, then I need to add a tiny bit more blue. Very nice. It's an interesting colour brown. It's kind of, it's not purple, but it gives you, it's a purpley brown. I like it in the middle tone. There we are. And then even more. Nope. More. Okay, and then the last one, some more blue. Oh, that's a nice colour. And we'll be able to see better when I put more water in it, when I dilute it a bit. So let me get some of this off here. Because as you can see, when they come out of the tube, they are quite strong colours. So you need to know a little bit how to sort of mix them a bit and make them not as powerful. There we go. It's amazing you went from there up to there. Love that. Should we do one more? One more. I wasn't expecting that at all with the blue, with the vermilion. Interesting. And it did, as you added more blue, so it started off a bit more browny and then it's moved more towards a purpley sort of colour, which is very interesting to me. I think I'm going to try pink. What about if we put in magenta light? I wonder what will happen. So that's not my pencil. LGHT. I might as well have written light. Okay, so I want to see what happens with this. This is going to be interesting. Okay, am I on screen? Yes. What fun I'm having, what fun. Just, you know, like, just something different to the usual. So here's magenta. So I'll do a little video too with the ruling up of the page. Hopefully I don't make a mistake like I did on mine. A bit more water. Okay. A bit more water. Oh, I didn't put enough water in that one. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Okay, so let's grab some magenta, put it here, and just, oh, no, that's not right. I grabbed the bit where the red is. Okay, over here I'll grab it just a touch of the blue and a bit more magenta. I'm really going to like this one. So you can do so many, like you could literally try the Prussian blue with every single tube in the box. I'm just doing the more water here. Got too much paint on my brush. A bit more. And then even more. Okay, and we just grab a bit more blue, or not there, got to add the blue here. I might have added too much blue, I think, but it doesn't matter. Yes, I have. I think that was the last step, but we'll just go with it. A bit more water. And then we'll add some more blue to my already very blue thing. And it's very similar. You see, I added too much before. Okay, so we'll take some colour off there. Oh, it's a bit different. You can see it especially with the when you do the really watery one. And there we go. So that's colour swatching. There we go. We're learning to mix the colours and seeing what happens with them. Obviously, for me, my favourite is the lighter. But it depends what you're doing. But like if you were doing sort of like a thing with blues, it just shows you don't even need to squeeze out. You don't have to squeeze out this colour, this colour, and this colour. You just have to dilute it, and then you get different shades. So that's my idea of colour swatching, and I'll probably go ahead and slowly do other ones of those, because it's good to see, you know, what happens when you put a certain colour in with the paint. Like, it'd be interesting to try a different green and then a different red. That's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to try a different green, different red, and different pink to see how different it turns out. So I'll go ahead and do that, and then when I've done it, I'll update you as to how it turned out. But yeah, I really like that, to learn how, you know, how the colours are working, and how to mix them really as well. So thank you for watching, and there'll probably be another part attached. Bye.